Greetings, my name is Stacy Holt and I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I've worked in the apparel industry for over 30 years, from factories, working within the factories, working with software, CAD companies, working on special projects, and really supporting companies in their fit and also in their onboarding of different technologies in digital product creation. What I'm doing here is some blog posts on some of the explorations of the software tools. I may be looking at Optitex, I may be looking at Style 3D, but for today, I'm going to share with you an exploration in taking a sweater with a double knit here into this dress here. So let's get started. This was originally done in the fall, or actually this was done a year ago, and I wanted to showcase a sweater that was using some fabric from off of the loop in the Functional Fabric Fair Performance Fabrics website. And so the fabric looked like this. Where am I? And so this is the double knit fabric, and this is directly from the website. And so I downloaded the 3D asset and applied it to this sweater. So what I wanted to feature was the double knit feature of the fabric. And in order to do a hem finishing, I opted for what looks like binding. It's actually the piping tool. So that turned out pretty awesome. I paired it up with a pair of jeans and sneakers. Her hair is actually colliding with the collar, and so I drape it first without the hair, and then for presentation I add back on the hair. So that worked out really well. I froze the collar, so if I do any other drapings, I'm not losing the shape of the collar. So from here, I had another opportunity to work with Michelle Rose with the Structure group for a presentation at the Functional Fabric Fair last fall. So I used some of her branded assets to create a new version of this using a graphic from the Pexel's website from a artist, Alexander Ant. You can look them up, and any of these details are actually on my blog post, so all the links. So this one was really cool. I took the graphic. The original graphic looks like this, and so I used that texture, overlaid the texture, or the graphic onto the texture map, and this was the result. And I kind of just moved it around so to a placement that I liked. And then for the piping, I grabbed one of the colors and complemented it with that. So I really love that outcome. So here this last winter, I was exploring with just taking a really simple garment and making this sweater into a dress version. So I'll move into the dress version. And so here's the outcome for the dress version. And what I have here, I decided to take the piping off the hem because it really wasn't working for the draping behavior of the fabric. And I thought it would be fun to play with some more movement with a scarf. And so this the bulk of the work is done without her hair on. And so I'll just quickly show that because this is kind of a trick that I had to learn as I went along. So she has no hair when I'm doing all the drapings and the animation. And she actually looks quite pretty just like that. But she needed some little more hair. So we put the hair on, and that's her hair. And so the next step, and some of the cool elements in this aren't just the hairband, which does have a pin in the center of the head and over the ears. But just also working with behavior, where my cuffs gonna fall down when we went into animation, and is this the right suite for dancing and leg movements? So, and how is the graphic gonna look as we move into some more motion? So the outcome, and I wanted to give a little more mood and vibe to this and really kind of elevate it. So we went with the scene. I picked a scene from the collection. It's the old wall, and with the old wall came its own lighting. So I just used the defaults for the old wall. I did have to move the lights away a little bit just to get some different camera angles and perspectives. And so the outcome, if I go into my animation editor, and I've already set this up with my camera angles, and I've probably spent too much time playing around with the camera angles, but I got those to where I wanted. And so the outcome is, now you're seeing this without all the lighting right now. It's not in a rendered mode, but I can put this into rendered mode. I'll show you this, the outcome of the video in that's fully rendered mode. And while I could show you it moving with the ray tracing turned on like that, the quality of the video here is not going to be great, but I can move her through some of the poses with the ray tracing on, and then do any kind of snapshots you want. There I collided with the lighting, the light board, and you can see what's happening there. Anyway, what is kind of fun with, once you have the animation set up, you can take snapshots from any one of these angles. And so one of the snapshots I just took was this one, and you can see what's going on there with the lighting and everything. So that was a lot of fun just to get to this point. Once you get it all set up, you can have a lot of, takes on a lot of creative perspectives. So the outcome here, and I'm just going to post the link to this video as well. So I just wanted to thank you very much for joining me here as we explore some of the 3D CAD tools within Style 3D. Thanks.